All right. This is some of our games, and Joey and I are going to go through it and take out the ones that we want to definitely keep and the ones that we're thinking about finding new homes for. So my job is to go through and pull out the ones I definitely don't want him to get rid of, and hopefully he'll come back. So in no particular order, Onitama's definitely staying. A bunch of them here. Forbidden Desert definitely stays. Samurai Spirit definitely stays, even though we can't seem to win, which is probably why it's staying. Tokaido is there, and that's probably staying too when I get around there. Star Realms, of course.
Good.
I think Jesse would agree. Fury of Dracula has to stay. Let's see. Some of these are Joey's, and so I'll let him touch them. Mistborn and Five Tribes and Letters from Whitechapel out, because they're definitely staying. Santorini. Dresden Files cooperative card game. I really like that. We did a stream with this, with the Forged by Geeks guys, and I really enjoyed this game. I hadn't actually played it before. Ooh, wait, an Arcane Academy has to stay. I think those are the initial ones I want to pull. We'll let Joey make the rest of the decisions. And Sentinels of the Multiverse. I'm going to keep that one. Since we're working on, I mean, it's a great game, but also because this is the one that we're doing the video game for. Working on the video game from Underbite. So this is the card game version of it, which comes out in July. I think I'll let Joey make the rest of the decisions, and then we'll have to see. We got all the level 99 stuff here. I'll just have to figure out where to put it.
So we got a lot of stuff here that we're basically just trying to figure out what we want to keep, what we don't. So every Wednesday we do game night at a local pizza place, and I actually log all of the plays that we do. Any game, not just the games that we own, but games that other people bring in and stuff. I actually wrote up some notes on our Facebook page even about our cost per play analysis of each game that we do, and oftentimes we play so many new games that we don't justify their costs when it comes down to, like, I spent like $60 on Rise to Nobility, and I've only played it like 3 times. So because I've only played it 3 times, it, to me, is only worth $10 a play. That's not that great. It's a little cheaper than a movie at this point. Like, if I went and saw 3 movies and enjoyed myself for 2 hours each time, and I enjoyed myself for 2 hours each time on here to try to put it together, then I guess it is technically cheaper than a movie if I only spent $60 on it. But some of these games, you know, you spend, like Scythe, you spend a ton of money on. Like, this has, this was like 70. Each of these was 20. And one of the problems with, like, the Windgamut, I actually don't really like the Gambit for myself, and so that was sort of a waste. But I mean, we still like Scythe, we still play it, and if I go back through all of our plays, it's been worth it. We actually played this like almost 8 times, I want to say, so it's not a huge sink. But some of these games, you know, it's time to look at them critically and say, are we going to be playing these again? Are they just taking up space? Then I guess I should go through the games that I personally have spent money on. Not all of these were, like, donated to the game group or are part of, you know, stuff that we've worked on, and some of these belong to Ed before I even came on the scene. So I know I want to keep Grim Forest, because that's mine. That I purchased. I purchased Noir, and I like that one. Fire of Eidolon, actually, we have over a dozen plays of Fire of Eidolon, which I've done a thoughts video on as well. Soul is one of my favorites. It's got a great mechanic that I absolutely love. Check out my thoughts video on Soul if you want to know what mechanic I'm talking about. XCOM, still love XCOM. Lost Legends, I haven't had a chance to play yet. I actually got this in a blind box from PAX U. So I guess I'll keep it for now. Kingdom Builder, can I reasonably get rid of Kingdom Builder? I don't know. I actually haven't played it yet, and everybody really talks about it. I guess I should keep it. I like Escape. I don't care if we haven't played it in a long time. I plan to play that with my kids, actually, at some point. Argent the Consortium. If anybody knows Argent the Consortium, they know it is a really, really good, very, very complicated worker placement. And when it comes to worker placements in my group, it's actually hard to get people into it. The other element of this game is like, look at how many bits and baubles there are. Little plastic coins, like how cool are these? And the game, gosh, the game is good, but I can't get people to play it. I'm not sure what we're gonna do with this one. The anime art style, though, that Level 99 uses a lot is kind of divisive amongst my group, at least. And some people are like, I don't know if I want that, just by looking at the anime art style. And some people are like, I'll play anything that has anime on it. That's staying on the table for now. Barony, I love. I just really like that game, even though we don't play it very much. Unlock, I feel like we should hang on to, because you only play these games once. But other people can play them, like, why get rid of them? They were only 15 bucks a piece. Like, I really love these games because of their price point and how you can have other people play them. I like that. Battletech. Gosh, that's a tough call. This hasn't even really been cracked open, to be perfectly honest. There's so much stuff going on in there, and then all the mechs are just in here, I think. Yeah. So we haven't even, like, opened the bag. Let's see here. Soulfall can probably... I don't know. I got this for free from Smallbox Games, but when it wasn't even, like, available. It's got some really good art, but I never really got a chance to play it. Smallbox Games made Omen, A Reign of War, and I really liked it as a two-person... like tableau building kind of game. I had fun with this one, and I wanted to hang on to it. And then their expansion came with these metal coins that I super love. Check out these metal coins they came with.
Look like pennies.
They're pretty cool. So I'll be hanging on to that. Actually, I really like it. Honestly, I like this game for almost a nostalgia reason. It was one of the first games I backed that I really liked, and I want to, I just want to keep it. Hemlock is another one of those, actually. It's another two-person game from Smallbox Games. Real good. Totally worth hanging on to. Nobody plays Formula D, which is just a damn shame. It's a fun game. It'll have to stay on the table, though. Fugitive is mine. I bought it. I want to keep it. Hardback is mine. I love it. Burgle Brothers, amazing cooperative game. Paperback, which is, I don't know. I may not need to keep paperback, because hardback is just straight up better. Tim Bowers came up with his own, the killer of his own game, essentially. It's not to say it's not a great game, and it's actually one of the best deck builders out there, but for me it's a heck of a lot more fun than the way paperback functions. I don't want to get rid of paperback. Come on. Paperback is good. It's still good. Control is a good game with metal coins in it as well. Keeping that. Seven Dragons. It's old and I've never played it. Flux. Takes too long to play. If you like Flux, great. It takes too long to play. It can take hours for this tiny little deck game. I love it, but no more. Kittens in a Blender. I think we have like 4 copies of Kittens in a Blender or something like that. Joking Hazard was a gift, and I feel like I should hang on to it because we don't have a copy of any other like Cards Against Humanity, dark humor kind of games. So we'll hang on to that one. I'm going to leave this on the table. I don't know anything about it, but I think it is essentially a drinking game. and I don't drink, so we're fine there. Okay, so Valeria. I like Quest of Valeria. I bought it. It was a backed game. I still play it. It's good. Swinging Jive Cat Voodoo Lounge. We have played once. Dude, look at this game. Okay, this is another Daily Magic game. This is the same guys that did Valeria, or at least the same company. This is an area control game where you have to make friends in the Swinging Jive Cat Voodoo Lounge. And this is the board. It's kind of hectic, but each number is like a location that you can make a friend in. Like, that's how you mingle and stuff. And it's really funny, and it's really fun, and you get points. Your points are these little monkeys. All of your like resources go in this little martini glass, and your points hang on the edge of it. And so you have this like really funny and fun like toy kind of to go with your game, and it's just super cute, but we just haven't really played it. I don't want to get rid of it. I love the name too much. Swinging Jive Cat Voodoo Lounge, a board game for cool cats. I'm keeping it on principle. Since I'm going around the table here. Coup Rebellion, that has to stay. We've played that too many times to not. I have to get rid of Quartermaster General. I hate that I'm saying that, but Quartermaster General is just so hard to play. You have different decks of cards for each faction, and there's 6 factions, and you know, part of the way you need to play your game is by understanding the other decks. And so until you've played this 6 times, 1 time each faction, you're not going to understand it as well as anyone else, and it's just not a great game for that, and which is frustrating because I actually really like it. It just doesn't work with the way we do our group. I'm keeping that. Warhammer Quest. I like it. I'm keeping it. Sheriff of Nottingham. We haven't even opened this. Nearly everyone in our board game group owns a copy of this. There's no reason for us to own a copy of this. It's staying on the table for now. It should have been a better game. Portal deserved better than that. And honestly, it's not a bad game. It's just not a good enough game to really constitute what it is. Like, I don't know, it's not that bad. It's just not good. I guess it's staying on the table. I feel bad about that. This is Ed's. I've never played, I mean, I've played Stratego. I've never played Diplomacy or Acquire. Ed has to make decisions on these. No Honor Among Thieves. Yeah, we gotta keep it. We gotta play it more. We gotta make a point to play it more. Tiny Epic Galaxies, I like. Dice Forge is just downright good. Charterstone was a gift, but we completed it and found that we actually weren't super all about the end game. Our group, I'm like the one person who super duper loves worker placements, and our group, the group that actually played this game, is not super keen on worker placements, and so when we played through this, a lot of everybody's attitude was like, meh. I liked it, and I really liked the story behind it, but like, I don't know, weird. I liked our names for our places too. The clay one is SETI Alpha 5, or the red one is SETI Alpha 5. Purple is Flavortown. Green, since they focus on forests, they're named Woodenville. And then, in keeping with the Seattle theme, yellow is Gluten Fremont, and blue is Iron Islands. He got to name his own, so he went with something from Game of Thrones. And then black is Hog's Face, which, if you've never listened to the podcast Hello from the Magic Tavern, you need to. Small World has to stay. Small World is just good. It's just a good game. Dead Panic is mine. I like it. It's staying. Clue is a classic. It's staying. Apples to Apples. I may take this one home, to be honest. Apples to Apples is great for kids, too, because, like, my 6-year-old is learning to read, so having cards in her hand that she can learn to read and understand and then make connections with like the original Apples to Apples is so great that, you know, she'll be able to learn what is cute. You know, what does that adjective mean? And the difference between an adjective and a noun, like she can write my family, aw, you know, and be like, that's who's gonna vote for that, you know. So I might just take this one home. So we're keeping that. Who knows? See, I've got 2 kids that want to see this massive library. Who I know my oldest is gonna want to be like, let's start at the A's and play every game once, you know, when she's older. So it's like some of these games, like I don't feel like I'll play anytime soon, but I want to keep for her. Yeah, Dead Man Tell Me tells us that. Pixel Tactics. Every Pixel Tactics is sticking around, and I spent money on the Mega Man Pixel Tactics, which is great. It's a very good Pixel Tactics game. I've got these. I think that's all I really definitely want to keep. I think I want to keep Slash and Timeline too.